Hi everybody, welcome back to Life Full of Zest. Today we are going to be working on a routine that really emphasizes the recovery of the body. Sometimes we work really hard and our muscles tend to tighten up, and so it's really important to have those days where we still maintain a workout. However, it's more of an active recovery than an intense workout session. We've been working really hard over these last few days, so this is a reward. Let's reward ourselves to really enjoy this relaxing recovery workout session. We're going to be starting in the center of our mat in a lunge position. Let's bring that left leg out in front of you, 90-degree angle in those hips and in those knees. Let's take a deep breath, and on that exhale we are leaning into that front knee as we bring arms up and overhead, looking up towards the sky as you allow that front hip flexor to stretch out. You really want to make sure that those hips are aligned, otherwise you're not going to get a deep activation into that front hip. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, extending that left knee as you maintain that straight back to draw that chest towards that knee, and extending arms towards those ears. Deep breath in, dropping those arms down, slowly bending that knee to lean forward into that deep lunge position. We're going to do 5 of these, so that's our second one, coming down into that knee. Just allow that body to stretch out. And deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, bringing arms to ears, coming back down, leaning into that front knee and reaching up. And this active mobility flow allows that blood flow that's needed to get the blood and the oxygen to the muscles to allow them to recover and heal. So there's method behind the consistent movement of our sequences that allow that body to stretch out while maintaining a good flow. So just think about, as you're working, how your body is healing and getting ready and prepared for a workout session that might encourage deep activations in the days to come. Bringing arms to ears and coming back down, bending that knee and reaching up. And let's do one more, extending that leg, dropping chest to knee, bringing arms to ears, dropping those arms down and reaching all the way up. Now I want you to slowly stack your body, bringing that 90-degree angle back into both knees. We're going to bend that back leg a little bit closer towards your glutes, and I want you to grab that back foot with that right hand as you lean your left arm up towards the sky, and now pushing that right hip towards the wall in front of you, and just opening that body as you lean forward. We're just going to hold here and slowly coming back to release, and we're going to do 5 of those. Should be getting a deep stretch down the front of that quad. And that's 3, 4, and 5. Dropping that heel down, that right heel, bringing both arms up towards the sky as you lean forward into that front knee, bringing both hands onto the mat and bringing that left leg behind you, tucking those toes in under those heels and drawing those glutes towards the sky as you come into that first downward dog position, pushing those heels into the ground. And with each breath, just allowing yourself to fall deeper into that stretch. And inhaling and exhaling, bending that right knee, drawing that left heel into the ground. changing over to the other side, extending that right knee as you bend that left. And again, with each exhale, drawing deeper into that stretch. Both heels into the ground and slowly lifting that right leg in between both hands, bending that back knee and stacking yourself, getting ready for that sequence that we've just done with the other side. Deep breath in, leaning into that front knee as you bring arms up towards the sky, and slowly extending that front leg as you draw that chest towards that front knee, bringing arms to ears, and slowly coming back down as you lean into that front knee, bringing arms up towards the sky. Inhaling and exhaling, drawing that chest towards that knee. Arms to ears and dropping back down and leaning in. Slow, controlled, progressive movements. Again, making sure those hips are aligned to ensure that you're getting a stretch into that hip flexor. We've got 2 more of these. Got 1 more, keep working. Just embrace that stretch, going all the way down. Arms to ears, dropping them down. And reaching up. Now slowly leaning back into that 90 degree in both hips, bringing arms out in front of you, drawing that left heel and grabbing that left heel with that left hand. Now leaning into that front wall as you allow that stretch in that quad to go deep into that muscle, leaning forward and just looking behind you as you lean forward. And again, lift the arm up towards the sky and slowly leaning back to release and reaching forward, looking up towards the sky as you lean forward. And let's do 1 more. And now slowly releasing that foot, allowing it to drop down, lifting that left arm up towards the sky, leaning into that front knee, dropping hands onto the mat, bringing that leg, that right leg back behind you, tucking those toes in under your feet to lift yourself back into that downward dog position. And now lifting that right leg up into 3-legged downward dog and slowly tucking it in front of you and preparing yourself to go into pigeon pose. So just dropping that shin, dropping your entire body into a seated position. And I want you to lean into that pose as you open your chest towards the sky. Now slowly dropping it all the way down towards the mat. Now slowly tucking in that chin as you push that spine up towards the ceiling. Now dropping it down and opening your chest back towards the sky. And just spend some time in this position, allowing that glute. You should be getting a stretch into that right glute, tucking in that chin, dropping your chest down as you push that spine up. Let's do 1 more, dropping that chest down. Now lifting yourself up and bending that left leg and rotating that left shoulder to grab your left foot with that left hand and just holding. Rotating that shoulder, looking over towards that left foot. Just allow a bit of rotation in that spine. Slowly extending that leg down, bringing both hands onto the mat in front of you and slowly lifting yourself with that back foot up to allow that right foot to lift back up into three-legged downward dog, and dropping that right leg down, pushing both heels into the ground into two-legged downward dog before we lift left leg up into three-legged downward dog, tucking that leg towards your chest and then dropping yourself all the way down into pigeon pose on the other side. Deep breath in, exhale, dropping chest towards the floor as you tuck your chin in, pushing that spine all the way up. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can try and get a 90-degree angle with that knee in front of you. Let's open that chest, looking up towards the sky. Deep breath in, dropping that chest down, tucking in that chin, and pushing that spine towards the ceiling. Exhale, rolling yourself back up, looking towards the sky. Last one, dropping chest towards the floor, tucking that chin, spine to ceiling, and lifting all the way back up, bending that right knee, bringing that knee towards your chest as you grab that right ankle with that right hand, looking over and really focusing on trying to push that pelvis into the ground as you look over that right shoulder. Now slowly extending that leg, dropping both hands onto the mat in front of you, lifting yourself back up with that back foot as you draw that left foot back up into three-legged downward dog, dropping it all the way down and pushing both heels into the ground as you draw that sternum towards the mat. And allow the shoulders to stretch out. Slowly dropping right knee down, then left knee down. Keeping those knees aligned and those hips aligned. We're going to open that right shoulder towards the sky and slowly coming back and threading that right arm between that left leg and left arm. And we're just going to do 3 of these, just allowing that body to stretch out and really focus on opening that shoulder towards the sky while you drop and push that hip towards the mat. And last one, lifting up and reaching that arm towards the wall in front of you and extending before we dropping it down and changing over. Deep breath in and exhale, left arm up. And slowly threading that left arm between right leg and right hand. That's to remember to push that shoulder up towards the sky as you drop that hip towards the mat. And last one, coming through those limbs, drawing that hand back up and extending it towards the wall in front of you, and then bringing that hand down and leaning into rest position, drawing your knees larger than shoulder width apart, and now just really focusing on pushing that right groin into the ground as you push those shoulders down towards the ground as well. So you're transferring that weight in towards your left hand, left glutes, opening that right side. Deep breath. Now transferring the weight towards that right leg and glute as you open those that left side of your groin. And now coming back to center and really focusing on opening both hips in towards the floor as you rotate your pelvis towards the wall behind you, pushing your shoulders into the ground. Now slowly leaning forward into an all fours position and coming back into seated. Thanks for joining me on the mat. I hope you enjoyed that recovery workout session, and I will see you in the next video.